Hey guys, it is Bedroom Blues. Today, obviously, we are not in the bedroom. But today we're going to learn the most used and most frequent chords. You can play millions of songs with these. And they're really easy for the most part. And let's start. So, our first chord is going to be E minor, and it's probably the easiest chord there is, besides maybe a power chord or something. And so it starts with our middle finger on the second fret of the A string and our pointer finger on the second fret of the D string. And so you're just going to strum from the top. And so that's how the E minor chord sounds. Next is going to be the regular E. It's pretty much that same setup, but so you can do it like this or like this. I prefer it like this, so let me just show you the way I did it. So you're going to put your ring finger on second fret of the A and your middle finger on the second fret of the D, kind of like the E minor. And then you're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the G, and then you're going to strum from the top. So this is E minor, this is E, and so next we're going to go to C. This is a little bit harder. It can be a stretch sometimes, but once you get it down, it's a very easy chord. So we're going to start with our first finger on the first fret of the B string, then our middle finger right here on the second fret, second fret of the D string, then our ring finger on the third fret of the A string. We're going to strum down from the top. So E minor, E, and C. Okay, so next we're going to do a G chord. There are two different ways to play this chord, but there's a little bit easier way. They almost sound the same. There's a little bit more difficult way. So the easier way is just you're going to put your ring finger right here on the third fret of the high E string. Then your first finger on the second fret right here of the A string, and your middle finger on the third fret of the E string. And you're going to start from the top. And then there's another way to do it. You're going to keep that shape, but you're going to move your ring finger up one string to the third fret of the B string, and then you're going to move your pinky down to where your ring finger was, so on the third fret of the E string. So the difference between those two is and so next we're going to move to a D chord. This one is pretty simple. It's kind of hard to get your fingers there sometimes when you're just starting to learn this chord, but if you keep practicing, it'll get really easy and you'll be able to switch really fast to it. So we're going to start with our first finger on the second fret of the G string right here, then our middle finger right here on the high E string third fret, then our ring finger, I messed that up. So yeah, this one is on the second string, second fret of the G string. This one is on the E string, but not on the third fret. It's on the second fret. So it's like this, and then this one's on the third fret of the B string. So boom, boom, boom. Can't really see the strings. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And so that is the D. D minor is kind of like the opposite. So you're going to put our first finger right here on the first fret of the high E string, then our middle finger on the second fret of the G string. So that's what we have right now. And then our ring finger on the third fret of the B string. So the D's in comparison are D major and D minor. And so next, our last chord is going to be an F chord. There are lots of ways to play this. I'm going to show you a little bit easier way and then a bar chord way. So the easier way is, it's almost like a C chord, but with this finger you're going to bar these two, the E and the B string on the first fret, and we're going to keep this, and we're going to move this one down and add our pinky here. So it's a C shape. We're going to bar this, then we're going to put this here, but then we move this one down one string and put the pinky right here in its place on the third fret of the D string. So that's one way, and then the other way is a bar chord. So we're going to bar the whole first fret, okay? Then we're going to put our middle finger right here on the second fret of the D string. Wait, no, G string. Oops. And then we're going to put our ring finger right here on the third fret of the A string, and then our pinky right under it on the third fret of the D string. We're going to start from the top. And so, in comparison, here's the bar chord, and then here's not bar chord. And so those are probably the simplest, or not simplest, but most frequently used chords. You can go practice them. You can play lots of songs with them. Yeah. And so see you next time on Bedroom Blues. Bye. Or Outside Blues. Bye.